Hello and welcome to Frank's School, my informal dress. I'll say a little bit more about that in a minute. Anyway, here's the second video in a row where we came upon something we had not planned on. The Chapel of Saint Frutuoso in Braga. We were on a quest. We were on a quest to find certain things. And in Braga, what I wanted to find, and I'd even organized the itinerary around Sunday afternoon, being able to go to the Pedagogical Garden at Braga. So that was our goal this day. It was a Sunday. But the man at the hotel had said yes. This was very hard to find because there was not an obvious street address for this garden. Maybe I'll say more about that later on, but I worried a little bit about how can we find it. And I'd asked the man at the hotel, and he said, well, he'd never been there, but his child had, his son maybe, had been there. It's actually 4 children for preschoolers, really. And he told us how to get there. And he said, I said, well, is there something famous near there, or if there's no street name? And he said, well, yeah, there's a chapel, a capella, and maybe you'll see signs for that. So that was what we used to be able to find it. The UPS unit didn't have a clear street address to find. And we came upon the capella. He also told us that it was open all day. On Sunday it was open. And that was misinformation, but I believed him. And I thought, well, it's worth a try because I really want to make sure to see that. So there we went. Remember, we were on a quest, and everything didn't go exactly as planned. Well, at the capella, there were a few men there, no women at the time, not very many people, and they were in formal dress, and that's why I say, in a sense, I'm ashamed of myself when I think about how nice or formally dressed those Portuguese men were, and they were so nice. Well, it was Sunday morning, and probably they were there early for a service, which started just as we were leaving. Now, I'm going to jump down to here, a warning about the volume and a bell. At one point in my video, I think it is, a man is explaining to me where the quintal is. And he said that, well, you can see it if you look over the wall. And he's explaining to me that in Portuguese. And if you want to hear it, you may turn the volume up to hear, well, because it's not real loud. If you turn it up, you can hear it. But turn it way back, because the very next thing is a bell that rings. And if you have it way up, it'll be jarring. You won't like that. So I warned you about that. I do peek over the wall with the camera at one point, and I feel almost like a kid looking in the window of a candy shop, because that is the quintal, that is the Pedagogical Garden. But I can't get to it because it's closed. It was not open on Sunday morning. What we did was we spent the day doing other things, which will take probably 2 days of my class to show you what we did, before we got back that afternoon and managed to visit the quintal. There's a ruined quintal near the church, and I do film details of that. That's, I think, what they started with when they made the Pedagogical Garden. It's my understanding that they took a quintal that was in ruins and then restored it and made it into this teaching. Pedagogical means for the purpose of teaching. I guess then finally, I'll just say that you can contrast my work with the work of Shirley. Shirley does better work, and her filming and her music is better. And again, this was in passing. This was not part of the plan. But I feel we both felt it was definitely worth making a record of that lovely little chapel. See you next time.